Y'all know what I find so funny is when golfers on the course are like, oh my God, you're so pretty, you're so cute, you have a great personality, you're smart, oh my God, you must have men all over you. No, men are quite literally scared of me. Like, quite literally, men don't speak to me at all. But thanks.
If I end up in the happiest, most loving, healthiest relationship, married with kids, whatever it is, I can promise you I will still hate most men.
So what is the rational reason behind that?
And that is something that I genuinely don't think will ever change, because there are so many men that treat women so badly.
So the rationale here is because of the actions of some men, they are therefore deciding to despise the majority of men.
If I truly find one that is just like the outlier that genuinely treats me good and treats other women well, you're like, he's just one of the good ones.
One of the good ones. Interesting. That sounds like something else I've heard before.
That's not going to change my outlook on the majority of men and the way that they go about their lives in society.
Is anyone else picking up on the fact that this is the exact same logic that some individuals use to justify racism?
I truly don't care that I feel this way about them, because I didn't create these feelings, they did.
So what they're saying is essentially they can't control their own feelings, nor their reactions to other people's behaviors.
We've been together for almost 4 years, and we are supposed to be getting married in a few months, but I just can't get past her spending habits.
There's a lot of layers here already, man. So let me know what's going on.
I've spent most of my life building, myself, and now I make $10,000 a month after taxes, and it took a lot to get to this point. After my proposal to her last year, she came to me saying that she knows that I might be preparing for the wedding, but she doesn't think it feels fair for me to handle it alone. I told her she didn't have to worry about it because I had it covered. But she insisted, saying that she doesn't want to be the kind of partner that just watches her man do everything. And I won't lie, that moment meant a lot to me. I felt supported. So we came up with this idea to create a joint account, and we will save money together in this account for the wedding. At that time, she didn't even have a job, and I knew that, so it was confusing where she even wants to be getting money from, but I still went ahead with it. Honestly, I didn't even expect her to save anything. I just wanted her to feel like she was contributing, because I believed in the vision of us working together towards one goal as a couple. And since we are getting married, it was a perfect opportunity to build more trust. So I made a personal commitment that I'd save 50% of what I make every month into the account. Fast forward 2 months, I noticed the first debit from the account, and I was so sure it wasn't the bank, so it could only be my fiancé. And when I asked her, she said she just wanted to get her nails done and didn't think it was a big deal. At that point, we had just saved $10,000 in the account, and I didn't want to make her feel bad, so I told her it was okay as long as she doesn't repeat it, because it's for our wedding, not us. I thought she would listen because I have never seen this side of her, but she just kept pulling money from the account, using it to buy all sort of expensive bags and heels, saying it's for the wedding. We have fought a lot after that time about her inability to control herself, and just think, I got tired of arguing and I just stopped funding the account. Our wedding is in a few months, and even though I did not tell her, I have enough money in my personal savings account to fund the wedding, but I don't know if I want to move forward anymore. My family and her family are looking forward to the wedding, but I am the only one who knows about this ridiculous, extravagant spending. Like, the money is not the problem. It just feels like a betrayal.
Sure.
The thing is, I love her. I really do. She's beautiful. She's kind in so many ways. Sometimes I feel lucky that she chose to be with me. But I just don't think I can get past this, because I know it will it will affect our future together. I save a lot, and it just feels like she is the opposite of that. So, should I tell someone, or do you think she will change later in the future? And so I hear people change when they get married, and my dad always tell me about how my mom was always a party goer, and after they got married, she just changed. And, maybe it will be the same for me. I am just really lost, and I'll appreciate some help here.
So, just for...
No, I wouldn't suggest it. She's going to run you broke, dude. She's already lying. She's already taken stuff that she's not contributing to. It'd be one thing if she had a job and she was putting money in there and she's like, okay, I can make it back. I'm going to go get my nails done, right? This check is going to hit on Friday. I'm going to go get my nails done on Thursday. That would be one thing. She doesn't have that. She's just spending money. She's reckless. She's careless. She's irresponsible. I don't think you should do it, man.
Oh my God, I'm officially divorced! Yes!
Shake me.
Oh my God! I'm officially primary custodian of the kids. What about the child support? That's it? Tony, that's crazy. Why? Are you kidding me? Now all of this financial burden with my children is on me? Scrap, this is up.
And now look at you. All that hemming and hawing. You can see this is why men say be careful of the emotions of women. Because on one hand, she celebrate. Oh, yeah, let's get it. But then on the other hand, you know what? My life is over. Everything is ruined. Somebody please come feel sorry for me. Just like that. Oh, I ain't getting the millions that I thought I would. Oh, this is the worst day of my life. Oh, I ain't getting the child support that I thought I was. Worst day of my life. You was going to try to exploit him. And look what happened to you.
Wake up in the morning and then you get a text. Good morning, handsome. I'd love to get breakfast with you. All breakfast on me at this spot right down the street from you. Then you get another message. Pause. Hey there, stud. I'm going to the gym at 12 p.m. I'd love to go with you. Maybe you could teach me a thing or two. I'll teach you a couple things. Then you get another one. Hey, having a penthouse party tonight, 9 p.m. It's going to be great. You can network with some other higher status guys that we're inviting. It's going to be great. And I'll have some of my girlfriends there as well. All bad. Hey, what's up, handsome? Just sending you $500 because you're so good looking. Oh my God. Thanks for you the one, baby. Let's say that happens to you for one day. You probably think you're the Then it happens for 2 days. You're going to think, damn, Lord, I'm almost on God mode. Now it happens for 7 days. Then you think you're invincible. You guys see where the I'm going here? You literally would think you are God's gift to women if you got this type of attention and you got this type of love every single day for nothing more for the fact that you exist in the other. You would become a piece of person, wouldn't you? You would just sit there and be a low IQ moron, not read, not better yourself, not go to the gym. My friends, that is a life of a modern day girl.
Not to go to that she was going to be at. And while at that party, you see your girlfriend walking up the stairs with 2 guys. At some point after that, you muster up enough courage to walk up the stairs yourself and go inside the room. And when you open the door, you see 2 guys running the choo-choo on your girl. You decide to post a video about it. That video goes viral because you had this text in the video. And women in the comment section were saying that your girl was a victim of SA and that she did not cheat on you. So you release an additional text to show that she admitted to cheating on you. That's still not enough. The same women that want you to believe all women when they have no proof are the same ones that won't believe one man with proof. So you then decide that, hey, since the text messages are not working, I'm going to give you a audio recording.
Honestly, I shouldn't have done it, but I also put myself in that situation and I consented, so it's nothing.
Even with all of that, they still don't want to say
they would not have the access to you or other women the way that they desire.
And if y'all told the truth, kids might actually know who their real father is.
This is what happens when a male and female athlete go head to head. The moment the race starts, he pulls ahead, already onto the second obstacle while she's just starting the first. At first it looked like she might catch up, but by the third obstacle she's completely off screen. He keeps pushing without breaking pace. No mistakes, no wasted movement. Now it's not even a race anymore, it's just him versus the clock. He's chasing a world record.
Go, 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 go!
Be honest, should men and women really compete on the same course?
No, and I guarantee he's not even thinking about her. Once he left her in the dust, I'm racing against myself. Men keep on telling women this, they don't listen.
Move on with your life. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want anything to do with you. You are nothing to me right now.
I'm glad.
Yeah, okay.
And try not to ruin the next one.
Check, please. I'll pay for his coffee.
Put weight on.
What was that? Yeah, good. Wonderful. Enjoy your life.
I will, now you're not in it.
Good. Same here.
Do you feel like this is final?
100% categorically done and dusted.
Diabolical things I want in a man.
Alrighty, let's see what you want, and this is how this is gonna go. So everything that you say, I'm gonna just calculate a percentage for, and then we'll multiply them together to find what percentage of men in society actually satisfy your requirements.
Number 1, height. My man's gotta be above 6'2". My last 2 boyfriends were 6'3". Both of them. And they were jacked. And they looked really good. How am I supposed to downgrade from that? So, unfortunately, my next man will have to be 6'2" and up.
Alright, not gonna lie, we're starting off pretty intense. Maybe the rest won't be as bad, but 6'3" and up is 1.4% of all men.
Number 2, you can't have a gut. I need you built. I need you fit and going to the gym multiple times a week. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna date a fat guy. If I can be in the gym 5 days a week and be fit and care about how I look, you can do it.
Alright, this one is a little bit more subjective and I had to do a lot of research for it, but what I came across was that the percentage of men that are very, very fit, meaning that they go to the gym multiple times a week, they have a body mass of around 10% to 12%, that is around 3% of men, and that's being very generous based off the studies that I found.
Number 3, he cannot have a salary cap. Whatever career he's in, he needs to have multiple streams of income, and we need to be able to make as much money as possible. That's why I will never date a guy who works in corporate. What is your 100K salary cap gonna do for me? The max you'll ever be able to get to is what, 150? Yeah, no, we're good. I need you in a career that is going to make us money. I am a lover of luxury. I like expensive things. I like expensive vacations. So will you, if you're my man. So we need a career that can support that. Number 4, whenever we travel, he's gotta be flying his business. I'm sorry, we're not staying in economy together. That's just not happening. Again, this is where the lack of salary cap is really gonna help. And number 5, he's gotta have a really nice watch. I'm not really impressed when I hear somebody has a Rolex anymore because those can be really cheap. I would much prefer if you had an AP or a Patek and maybe multiple of them. The Rolex can be your day watch and it still better be 50K plus.
Okay, so the last 3 things I'm gonna just jumble up into one. Having multiple streams of income, being able to fly not only in economy class but business class, being able to afford nice things, and having multiple luxury watches. I'm gonna say that this guy is gonna have to be a millionaire or make $1 million a year. So I'm gonna be really generous with this and say it's 1%, and 1% in many states is not even $1 million, but I'm gonna say he has to be a 1% income earner. So it looks like my girl here is from Toronto. So we're gonna add up the United States and Canada as well. And we're gonna use both those figures for the male population to calculate her chances of meeting somebody that fits her needs and criteria. So let's go ahead and crunch the numbers. We have 164.4 million men in the United States and 20.25 million men in Canada. Adding both of those up, we have 184 to 185 million men. Now, it doesn't seem like she's really picky on age, so we're just gonna go from 25 to 50 for this data set. That's about 60 million men rounded up based off all the data I saw in the United States, and about 6 million men for all the data I saw in Canada, which gives her a pool of 66 million men in that age category, and then we have to multiply the variables that she put out there. So that's 66 million times 1.4% for the height, times 3% for the fitness, and times 1% for the income. And this gives you a total of 277 men. So roughly 300 guys rounding up from US to Canada that fit your criteria if you're not willing to compromise. And on top of that, they have to like you and want to commit to you and be in a healthy relationship, which are factors that I have not calculated because I don't really know your personality, because I just know you off this video. So let me know if you guys...
This epidemic, what we have is a female delusion epidemic. There is no amount of graphs, charts, diagrams, self-help books. There is no amount of information that's going to help men keep up with the delusional reality that a lot of these women live in. You want somebody who is interested in you, but not too interested. You want somebody to text you back fast, but not too fast that he seems desperate. You want somebody to plan dates, but plan dates the way that you would plan them, otherwise it doesn't count. We want men to make $100,000 a year while working 20 hours a week and still being home with your kids, if you have kids, and take on kids maybe that aren't even his in the first place. You don't want Cheesecake Factory, but you also don't want McDonald's, but then you also don't want him to spend all of his money and be broke. And you speak on men coming on this app to listen to other men talk about what women want, but the reality is that how many women come on this app and listen to the bull that we hear all day long about narcissism, that every single person that you meet is a narcissist, and everything is a trauma response, and everybody needs therapy, and everything is labeled to avoid your own accountability. Come on this app and talk about broke loser epidemic. Meanwhile, y'all aren't even making $50,000 a year. You can't afford your own rent without living with somebody. You can't afford to live without government assistance, depending on your parents, or some of you depending on your ex-husband. But y'all never want to have that kind of conversation. Not to mention the amount of massive credit card debt that most women have to maintain their lifestyle, which is a lifestyle that they can't even maintain, so they're looking for a man to sponsor them. There is no diagram in the world that is going to help a man understand what you want because you don't even know what you want yourself. There is no book or diagram to help men understand your ever-changing emotions, and everything is based off of how you feel that day in that moment, whether you've eaten a sandwich, whether you drank your water, whether you've gotten enough sleep, whether you're eating correctly. All of these things add up, and even if that man reaches everything that you've ever asked for, the goalpost will always change. And let's be honest, men have already told you what they want. They want women who are in shape, who are respectful, which means they're not showing their butt cheeks on the internet, which most women don't do. More women are on OnlyFans than there are school teachers. They want women who want to have sex with them, and y'all are too busy out here making excuses like, oh, I have a headache, oh, I don't feel like it. Oh, and God forbid a man asked you to make him a sandwich and now all of a sudden that's beneath you because he's not the prize. Again, based on what you've seen and what you've listened to on the internet from other women. Men have literally such a short list, and the majority of women can't even meet it. Not only that, is they expect these men to turn around and be emotionally in tune, supposedly read their graphs and their, self-help books and learn to be emotionally in tune, but most of y'all won't even make a man a sandwich. Most of y'all won't even give up your validation on social media to have a healthy relationship, but y'all don't want to have that kind of conversation either. And most of y'all want them to show up with their wallets open when you're not even emotionally in tune yourself, when you're not putting out yourself, when you're not meeting any of his needs, but he's supposed to lead with his wallet and he's supposed to cater to you. Is that not a delusional world that women live in, and it's all wrapped up in narcissism and materialistic bullshit that you've been told on the internet, or is it different?
I'm thinking of the clip that I reviewed recently where a woman spent 10 years not really giving her man anything. 10 years. They got married. She was like, there was some stuff in my past that I had to handle. And, when I said no, it was no. We didn't really do it like that. I was kind of leading that. And now when I'm over it and through it, I want to really ramp it up. But he don't want to do that. And now I'm thinking about divorce. Oh, so for 10 years, you decided it was okay for you to dictate the terms and conditions in the bedroom. But now that he's like, well, maybe I don't want to do it tonight, you're thinking about divorce. Interesting.
My husband is mad at me because he walked in and he saw that I'm making breakfast, and I told him that this was for me and my daughter, and that if he wanted some, he needs to cook for himself. I told him I was not going out of my way to make breakfast for him. This is only for me and my daughter. Like, if you're that hungry, there's a McDonald's down the street, or there's eggs in the fridge and there's bacon and you can make it yourself. He's acting like this not cooking for him thing is brand new. I gave him a list of things that I don't do the day that we got married, and he was okay with it. So what's the problem now? I told him, if you don't want to cook, you could wait and see if there's any leftovers. If there's leftovers, go ahead and eat. If there's no leftovers, then I'm sorry, you're gonna have to figure it out. But I am not gonna cook for you. It's not my job to cook for you. I'm sorry. And then on top of that, I'm doing scrambled eggs. He wants a fried egg. No, I'm sorry. That's too much work for me. I'm not gonna do it. Plus, he's so picky with his food that he might as well just cook it himself. So like that, he doesn't have nothing to complain about.
I do not care if I'm making breakfast, lunch, or dinner. If my husband walks in and tells me that he's hungry, he needs to cook for himself. I refuse to cook for him. The other day while making breakfast, my husband walks in and he's like, oh, can I have some? And I'm like, no, this is for me and my children. You could go ahead and go in the fridge, get your eggs, get your bacon, and make yourself some breakfast. My job is to make sure that my kids are fed. I don't need to feed a grown man. He could feed himself. I don't care if you've been working 12-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts, you're still gonna go ahead and cook for yourself. If not, there's a McDonald's right up the road. Same goes for my stepson. I'm not gonna cook for you, you're not my child. And people are like, oh, but you said you cook for your family, your husband is your family. My kids are my family. My husband is family just by a piece of paper. My kids are blood related to me. That's my family. I will not cook for a grown man. If I'm making dinner, you're lucky if you eat leftovers. If not, make your own dinner because I won't be making it for you. Or you could just starve.
So my husband said if I'm going to keep excluding my stepchild from gifts, from doing certain things, that he is no longer going to be paying for my children. So I have 7 kids, and out of my 7 kids, only 2 belong to my husband. We're supposed to be going on vacation soon, and now my husband is telling me that 5 of my children will not get to go on vacation because they are not his child. He said that it's only fair since I keep excluding my stepson, which is his child. He then tells me that if I want the rest of my 5 kids to go, that I need to pay for their ticket. I need to go half on the hotel room, and that any food or anything that they want while we're on the trip would have to come out of my pocket because he is only going to take care of his son and the 2 kids that me and him have together. And then he has the audacity to say that if I keep excluding my stepson, that he's just simply gonna give me an invoice from everything that he's paid since day 1 for my kids, and that he's gonna make me pay everything back. No one forced you to pay for my kids. No one forced you to pay for kids that aren't yours. So I ain't paying a dime back.
And they think this type of behavior is cute. This is what men who provide to these types of modern women have to deal with.
So my husband decided to drain our joint bank account and leave me after so much controversy on my videos. So on my main page, I made a video about how I didn't want to cook breakfast for my husband because I didn't want to go out of my way from making scrambled eggs to making a fried egg for him. And I said that he could do it himself. I don't cook for my husband, I never have, and I'm not going to be starting today. I'm sorry. I guess he got, wind of the videos, and yeah, he drained our bank account, and he has told me that I have to leave. At first, I thought he was the one that's going to be gone and that I was going to be able to stay here, but he returned and he said that I need to pack up my things and go. I told him absolutely not because I have children and me and my children are not going to be in the street. So I told him that he has to evict me. And the one that gave him this idea of leaving me was his birth giver. Yes. His mother was the one that gave him the grand idea to leave me after 15 years. It's honestly ridiculous.
I mean, honestly, imagine having such a stupid attitude, being such a jerk, that you think this is the right thing to say online, that you think that this is some sort of flex online.
That's super attractive.
I'm a feminist. I can actually cook.
I'm a feminist. Watch me cook.
Come over and...
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Would you learn how to play basketball from a football coach?
I guess not.
Would you learn how to play basketball from a football coach?
No.
If you want to learn how to cook, who would you want to teach you?
A chef.
If you want to learn how to drive a car, who you want to teach you?
A driver?
If you want to learn how to fly a plane, who gonna teach you?
A pilot?
How are y'all learning how to be wives and your mother wasn't a wife? You just said if you want to learn to fly a plane, you're going to go to a pilot. You want to learn how to cook, you're going to go to a chef. Women don't know what's intrinsically important to a man. They don't know how to be a wife because their mothers wasn't wise. In general, women are raising their daughters to be single mothers. Because they're single mother, and they like, I'm gonna teach you how to be strong, and my mama told me I don't need no man, and they have raised you to be a single woman.
That's terrible.
And go be educated, so you don't need to depend on no man, and get you an education, and go to college. They have groomed you to be a single mother. But if you want to be a wife, you have to learn how to be a wife from a wife, the same way you will learn how to cook from a chef. Then once you surround yourself with other wives, then you will know what's intrinsically important to a man.
Okay, ladies, if you didn't have a vagina, like say it was a terrible train accident, right? And the doctor was like, we have to remove your right away or you're gonna die. How would you keep your man past, you get a 2-month guilty, I can't leave right away because you just lost a train accident. Can't just walk right out on him. How would you keep your man past that if you didn't have? Wow. Nothing? You can talk. You can talk. Suck. Okay, mouth. Oh, okay, great. You see what I'm saying? Now, I've been getting the whole show, right? But I give women the opportunity to say, I'm going to make myself worth more. But you just classified yourself as a series of holes. But I'm supposed to treat you special, but you're just a bunch of holes to yourself. No one said learn how to play Xbox, learn how to play...
Bro, your tire fell off. Bro, pull over. You don't have a tire on your rim. Bro. Yo, she's straight tripping.
I think the reason we haven't found Bigfoot is because women have not been looking for him. Think about it. They discovered the gender pay gap and the fact that guns have more rights than their bodies. See, they're experts at finding shit that's not real. The downside is that Bigfoot doesn't have a job, so if they find one, they will get pregnant by it.
Do y'all not realize that I left CJ?
What does she mean she left me? I kicked her out. It was unexpected. She had no idea it was coming. She wasn't prepared.
I didn't even want the furniture.
I didn't even want the furniture. You didn't buy the furniture.
I didn't want the car.
I didn't even want the car. You didn't buy the car.
He doesn't even give me anything now.
He doesn't even give me anything. I just gave her money.
I just hope that CJ really does find justice for himself and finds out who really did this to him.
And guess what? I had a life insurance policy with her name on it for $9 million when I got shot. So when she came to the hospital, the police, they had to stop her because the nurse came and said, your sister Charlene Young is here to see you. I said, no, that's not my sister. She's the one that did this. Tell the police right now, she's the one that did this. She's trying to finish the job. She's here to pull the plug, suffocate me, something.
Like I said, I hope everything is done, dead, over with, because I'm gonna move on. Because everything is starting to look real suspicious over here. How you think everything is looking suspicious over there on your side, it's looking real suspicious over here too.
It's looking real suspicious. It's looking real suspicious on that side. It's looking real suspicious over here too.
Makes sense. When you look at the crime statistics, we talk about what men do, but this is what modern women or women in general do. They're good at embezzlement, fraud, lying, deceiving, conniving. That's what the stats show.
I only know how to use one.
Same reason you have two sets of lips and you don't know how to keep neither one of them closed.
Sad!
Women, be honest. How many of you believe, by round of applause, that men actually want to get married? And yet you force us to do it without shame or regret, and the pimpier you do is you convince us it's our idea and that you're doing us a favor. So you see these goofballs online like, baby, we make me the happiest man on earth by doing the thing that only you want to do. Whenever I see the hashtag she said yes, I feel like it should say hashtag me too. Now,
That's it. It's official. I have no friends anymore.
What happened? Is everything okay?
Sonia didn't wish me a happy birthday.
That's it?
What do you mean that's it? That's a friendship ender.
You end friendships over birthdays?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't know. You guys probably wish each other a happy birthday every year.
I don't even know when his birthday is. Same. I literally just wait till someone says happy birthday in the group chat.
What? How do you guys function like this?
It's just how it's always been. I know nothing about this guy. Same. I like it like that.
You guys must know something about each other. Do you know his middle name?
I don't even know his last name.
Do you know where he lives?
No, he just kind of shows up.
Okay, you're stupid. How long have you guys been friends?
Hey, me and Sachin were in kindergarten together.
You guys have been friends for that long and you know nothing about each other?
He picked me up from the airport at 3 a.m. once. That's love. Wait, when is your birthday again? I don't know. I have to ask my mom. Oh my god, I didn't even know you had a mom. That's
Men lie the most, women tell the biggest lie. A man's lie is like, I was at Tony's house. That's a man's lie. A woman's lie is like, it's your baby. They're all lies. All of you.
You're wondering if your boyfriend is a narcissist? Something my therapist taught me a long time ago is that if you guys are fighting and he says something kind of mean to you or yells at you or upsets you in some way and you start crying and he doesn't try to comfort you,
we don't care.
How, unless you're willing to say that they're not aggressive. They tend not to do it physically, not to the degree men do, so they use other channels. And what other channels are there other than physical aggression if you're going to be aggressive? Well, you go after people verbally. You go after them with innuendo and gossip and reputation destruction. And that's how it works.
And just to be clear, that you think that's predominantly a female modus operandi?
It isn't that I think that.
Well,
it's that the clinical literature indicates that. It isn't that I think it.
Well, I'm not interviewing the clinical literature. I'm interviewing you. What do you think?
Well, I'm a psychologist and a scientist, and I tend to base my opinions on what I've read in the broad, relevant clinical literature. I'm not making this stuff up. I studied antisocial behavior for like 15 years.
Honestly, they don't care what you study, Doc. These modern women, all they care about is how they feel. And that trumps logic and reality.
You two ladies are looking beautiful tonight, so I just thought I'd drop you some roses.
But there's 3 of us.
I can see that.
Don't worry, we'll share.
What makes you think those are for you?
There he is.
Somebody that wants attention, that wasn't nobody staring at y'all. I keep on telling y'all, you're not as important as you think you are. People have things to do. You are not a movie star, a celebrity. You are not the center of anybody's universe. Maybe yourself, but nobody else.
I love you. Oh my god, is that your boyfriend? Is that your boyfriend? Not anymore. Let's get the out of here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Go sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Have a seat. What?
No, get your lips off me. What's wrong with her? They lose all of their brain cells. All of them.
When I started dating my boyfriend, he literally asked me, Liz, are you seeing other people? I'm like, yes, I'm dating other people. You should be lucky to breathe the same air as me, honestly. You guys are beneath me. Walk away. Just don't be afraid to ask men for things. Like, men are literally not afraid to ask us for anything. They will ask you to take your clothes off in 2 seconds, so it doesn't matter. Ask them, give me money. Girl, then just focus on yourself. And if you want to date other people. Why are you only dating one person? I don't get it. Like, why is literally one person your only option? I do not sit at empty tables. I sit at tables that are full. I don't need to bring anything else than my presence, my personality, who I am, and my beauty. I sit there and that's good enough for the guy.
If that man had to block you to move on, you win. You win.
Fellas, if this is their version of winning, let them win all day long.
What do you do for work?
Oh, I'm actually CEO of a multi-million-dollar corporation.
That's so boring. What do you look for in a woman?
Oh, I just want a girl with a good heart, good personality, good intentions, and a woman that could be raising my future children in the future.
Do you like men or something? Did you go to school?
Yeah, I went to Harvard and I had a PhD and I had a full scholarship.
Ew, you're such a nerd.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among
What the hell are you playing? Turn that stupid song off. So, what do you do for work?
I'm a felon. I be robbing banks and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, I be trapping there, make money, though, you know, get big, get money.
Oh my god, you're such a man.
On me.
What do you look for in a woman?
I need a big booty big.
Oh my god, you know exactly what you want.
Hell yeah.
Did you go to school?
I was the only one in my family who went to school. I dropped out of middle school.
I love an educated man. I love your music.
Man, shut your dumb up.
I'm divorcing my
Call the police because she been sitting here saying she about to pour this water on me, balling it. But as I come to the stove to fix my food, she reached for the water. So I grabbed the pot and then I grabbed for her hand to move her hand so she do not grab this pot to pour hot water on me. When I did that, she told her son to go call the police. And that's why he's sitting here saying now, she told him to call the police when he know that's not right. I have it all on camera. Because to move your hands so you don't pour hot water on me when I'm just coming to the stove trying to fix my food. There's no reason for you to pour hot water on me. I have all of this recorded. I touched her hand to move her hand so she do not grab this. I did not even touch her heart. I touched it very soft. So you don't pour hot water on me, Drusilla. When I walked into the stove to make my food, I didn't walk to the stove to touch Drusilla. I walked to the stove to make my food. And when I did, she went for the pot to pour hot water on me, as she has been saying for the last 20 minutes about why she is standing here. My kids' food is sitting there. She said that she are standing at the stove to pour the hot water on me. That's why it is boiling. That's why she is standing here at the stove. The food is done. There's no need for her to be standing here. But she did that for the water to boil, and when I started walking to the stove, she reached for it to try to pour it on me. So I grabbed this part of the pot, and then with my other hand, I slightly touched her hand to move it. And when I did that, she told her son, go call the police, and he did not. He just moved my little man out of the way. He just moved my little man out of the way and telling her mama to...
Husband of 22 years.
Well, of course you are. You're too old to be talking about it on TikTok, but let's continue.
And we've been separated for 3, and I've gone no contact with him for the last year.
Okay.
A little over a year.
Right. Tell us more.
I have 529 plans, which he is holding hostage right now. So right now my children have loans taken out because this man refuses to let the 529 plans go. He's holding them hostage.
That's interesting.
So currently both of our children get paychecks to help with their housing for school.
We have 2 kids, 1 son, 1 daughter. They're both in college. They have 529 plans. 529 plan. I'm starting with my kids, so this is how I know. It's like a tax saving account that you put money in for your kids' future and their education, and you can withdraw it for education. Tax-free growth, I think, like tax-free withdrawals, all that. Okay. He's withholding that from the kids, she says, but they're getting payments from the family company to help with housing. Also, holding the 529 plans hostage probably means that he's contributed most to them, and he doesn't want to give her control of it, the woman. We're going to see that later on in this video.
My daughter hasn't had any contact with him for about 2 years because she's still trying to deal with the betrayal of what her dad did.
Okay.
So that's taking her some time. But this man has decided to completely stop paying her, giving her a paycheck from our family business. Our family business that we both started 20 years ago.
80-year-old women getting online, following the trend of the 20-year-old women. You got to start asking the same thing you asked 20-year-old women. How can someone lock you out of an account that you're like, I cannot lock my wife out of our joint account. I cannot. My wife could never, like, if she wanted to, she couldn't get into my business accounts, right? And in fucking 50 years, if my wife got on whatever form of TikTok we have at that point, like, he's locked me out of our business account. No, I haven't. I'm just not letting you have anything out of it. This is my business account. You see how they play with words? You can't get locked out of an account that's yours. They when you go to the bank and you have an account, they give you different options, and they told me and my wife, this was back before we had children, we had this account together. They were just like, either one of you could clean this out, and there's nothing either one of you could do about it. I need you to understand that. They told us that sitting in the bank, and we were essentially kids at the time. I was 25, she was 23, about to turn 24. You see what I'm saying? Like that. Those are anyone with a joint account, like me and my brother's company. Neither of us can be locked out at any time. We're both owners of the company. Like, neither of us can be locked out of that account. Let's keep listening.
There's no income coming in for me from our family business. He's the only one that is taking a check, but now has decided not to give our daughter one. So not only do I not have any funds, now my daughter has no funds. However, this is the thing that gets me. He gives our son a paycheck, but he also just bought our son a brand new 2025 Ford Mustang, $75,000 cash.
He cold.
But refuses to give our daughter money for housing for her education.
That's okay. It's whatever.
The amount of financial abuse is insane.
Oh,
So
there
he
it
knows
goes.
that this is going to trickle down to me.
There it goes.
He knows I have no finances because he's holding all of our money hostage.
Shit.
I'm just.
I think it always impresses me how these modern women want everything to go their way. They want everything to be slanted towards them, not just during the marriage, obviously after the marriage as well, but then even before the marriage. Come to me, pay for the meal, pay for my nails, pay for my hair, pay my bills, pay my car note, all that other stuff. What does the man get? And when the man decides to put his foot in the ground and say, wait a minute, we're not going to continue to do that, you're not going to continue to walk all over me, then all of a sudden it's a problem. I need to turn the kids against him. He's a terrible person. And I have to show you guys who don't know him how terrible he is.
I have a man, but I'm young and turned, so it don't matter. I have a man, but I'm young and turned, so it don't matter.
So,
This is cheap.
no way, Chad. What's your name?
Alyssa.
Alyssa. So you say you're young and turned. How old are you?
I'm 20.
You 20? You 21? I'm gonna check. Yeah, check yourself. You from around here?
I'm from like fucking Baltimore.
Damn. So you drove an hour to get here? Oh, that's right. But you got a man though? Damn. So we gonna be friends type shit?
But she don't have a man.
Damn. Can I get your number too, friend? Can I get your number too? Bet. You text yourself? Oh shit. That's your name? What the fuck? Nah, I'm gonna I got you. I'm gonna text you. Don't even worry about it. Here. Yeah, your number. That's your real number?
Yeah.
Alright, man, I'm gonna text you. Y'all be safe, alright? You be safe. Give me a hug. Are you drunk?
Something. I'm something.
There's something? I don't mean to bother you though, man. You be safe out here.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alright, bet. Chad, there is no way in hell I just bagged 2 females like that, bro. Alright.
Somebody in the comments said young and turned equals young and passed around. Somebody said she's from Baltimore and that's all I need to know. Somebody else said they need to blow this up and let her man see this for real. I would agree. I would agree. These modern women, these young women, no responsibility, no accountability, no discipline, no nothing. And they'll sit up here and talk about how a man can't control himself. A man can't make good decisions. And that's what I keep on saying. You don't need a T-app. You don't need a Facebook group. You don't need anything. These modern women, they think they're the star of the show. So you just sit back and you just watch. What is she going to tell us today? What information is she going to give us to let us know we don't need to be fooling around with her? What information is she going to slide on our desk today to let us know she's recreational use only? What? She's not even going to play her cards right. She don't even know how to play cards. She don't listen. She sits there arguing the whole time about what the rules say. You trying to tell her this is what the rules say right here. I got the manual. I got the booklet right here. You don't want to read the booklet? Here's a video of what the rules say. They don't want to hear that. We going to make up rules and we're going to play them my way. And now they're wondering why men don't want to be around them. Men don't want to approach. Men don't want to be bothered. Men are intimidated. Why are men wanting to stay single? That's sassy. They must like other men. Stupid stuff that they like to say. Because a man don't want them. A man don't want to put up with them. He looked at me. He walked off and he looked again. And he walked off and he looked again. And he walked off and he looked again. Why didn't he say anything? He just sitting there staring at me. He ain't said nothing. Because he doesn't want to deal with BS. He knows you out here playing around. You don't know what that man has seen on Instagram, on TikTok, on social media. He might see this foolishness right here and be like, whoop, I've seen you before. And it takes him a while. Maybe y'all go on a date. And then all of a sudden you get ghosted. Why did he ghost me? Because you posted stupid stuff and he found your TikTok. Oh, it can't happen. It's happened. It's happened. I don't know how they do it. But somehow it happens. Oh, he ain't gonna know about this TikTok. Update, he found the TikTok. He saw my TikTok. He knows about it. Oh, I guess I got to be careful what I say on here. I guess I got to be careful what I do. You should have been doing that the whole time. As a matter of fact, he don't need you to be careful now because he watch all your other TikToks and see how you've been acting a fool out here. Just watch the show. They gonna get themselves in trouble.
7 things that men do in their feminine energy that leave you emotionally drained.
Okay, I'll save you some time. Here's the list. Avoids decisions, overshares but takes no action, expects praise for bare minimum, needs constant reassurance, has no direction, uses passive aggression, and wants perks without responsibility. Now, keep in mind, she referred to these as feminine traits. Did she refer to them as feminine traits because not only does she not like them, internalized misogyny, but also she identifies these qualities within herself or at least within other women that she knows. She thinks that women avoid decisions, overshare but take no action, expect praise for the bare minimum, need constant reassurance, have no direction, use passive aggression, and want perks without responsibility. Like, genuinely, she could have made a video being like, hey, these are 7 things a man can do showing that he's not the right man for you. He's not going to treat you right, da, da, da. And that would have been a particular choice. Because for one, avoiding decisions, bruh, it's normal for people to be indecisive. Overall, people would be like, okay, yeah, like, I'm sure, like, these qualities, like, you wouldn't want a man to have these flaws, right? But again, she Freudian slips and calls them feminine because that's what she thinks women are. Again, you've seen on my page, some women definitely do struggle with these kinds of things. And yes, men have the same flaws too, of course, no doubt about it. But my point is, a lot of people are referring to those traits as feminine because they think women should be able to do them. I want you to think about these things and think about how many times on this app or in your real life, if it happens to you, how many times you've seen women engage in these characteristics. Personally, I know I've seen have no direction, use passive aggression, avoids decisions, of course. I've seen those in real life. Oh my gosh, and needs constant reassurance. Definitely have seen that. But again, you know, this app does a lot of enabling and they put it under the guise of like, oh, well, I'm just a girl. Like, I shouldn't have to not have these flaws. So it's just like, that's the same exact thing when they talk about men being masculine and they just name good qualities. Oh, your man's supportive. Like, he's strong when you need him to be. That's so masculine. Like, no, those are just good qualities. For some reason, I've never heard women mention any feminine quality that they think is good. Truly. Like, I mean, women on this app, some, not all, I've never heard one say a positive quality that is feminine that a man can have. In general, I don't think I've heard them mention a feminine quality positively in the first place. Like, again, they'll say something like, oh, well, I'm a girl, I can be a bit over emotional. But like, it's more so trying to justify a flaw by saying it's a part of the trait rather than naming a good quality and attributing it to the trait. Like, they look at men being like, oh man, he does this, does this, does this. Oh, this is so great. This is masculine. But then some of them look at themselves and they're like, oh, well, I do this, and that, but it's because I'm feminine. You see how those are two, like, I don't have time to explain, but you see how those are 2 different ways to go about it? Internalized misogyny, eating them up.
That's what I'm saying. They talking stupid. These are feminine traits from a guy. Avoids decisions, saying that women like he gonna do it. Overshares but takes no action. Women do that. Expects praise for the bare minimum. Women do that. Needs constant reassurance, has no direction, uses passive aggression, wants perks without the responsibility. That's a man that's in his feminine energy. So what you're saying is that women are doing this because they're trying to get in their divine. I wonder what kind of nightmare it must be to look at this list when they're in their divine feminine. A full-blown nightmare of stupidity.